What's up? Welcome back to my channel. So for today, I want to share with you my project pans, my empties, just things that we have used, things that I would repurchase, and things that I would not. And I need to get this video out there because this is like 2 months worth, I think, of empties, and I feel like I've just been holding on to trash. First thing that I have here, or that I'm gonna pull out, is this sugar-free caramel sugar-free syrup. So I started to test different kinds of syrups, and this is one that is super delicious, and I actually found it, I found it at TJ Maxx, and it was only $5. The reason I like this one is because it's 0 calories, 0 sugar, zero everything. Then, speaking of coffee, this is the Kirkland cold brew coffee, 100% Colombian. This entire 11-ounce bottle or can is only 15 calories. So what I have been doing is using one of these cans and then with the 0 sugar, 0 calorie syrup, just mixing it in and adding a little bit of oat milk. Perfection. Next is this exfoliating face wash from Bath & Body Works. I got this for Anthony, but because he was taking a hot minute to use it, I just ended up using it on my body because I found that it was a little too strong for my face. It was like day and night when I used it on my body, just how smooth it was. I mostly was using it for my arms, so I would definitely recommend this if you are looking for an exfoliating face wash. I also finished this Twilight Woods from Bath & Body Works. I used this one up entirely, completely. Like, I even had to take the lid part off and completely squeeze it all the way out so that I could get every little ounce. This one was Lush Berry, Sparkling Mandarin, Soft Mimosa, Apricot Nectar, Cypress Wood. I think this is definitely more fruity than like citrusy, if that makes sense. Like, there's definitely mandarin, but I smell more of like the berries, because had I smelled the mandarin in this, I would not have liked it. For hand soaps, we went through a lot of hand soaps because we like to wash our hands a lot throughout the day, so I have quite a few to share with you. So I'm gonna go through this quite quickly so that this video is not forever long. Okay, so here is this one. This is Cozy Cashmere. This one is Smooth Lavender, Warm Vanilla, and Pink Jasmine. I would definitely repurchase this if it was like on sale, but I would not buy it full price. The next one that we finished up is Leaves, and this one is Crisp Apple, Golden Nectar, and Warm Clove Spice. This is great, but it's more of a fall scent. I don't really know why we used it in the winter. I would repurchase this. This is really nice, but it's quite spicy. This is the Perfect Christmas. This is fresh cut pine, cinnamon sugar, and toasted marshmallow. This is the hand soap that, hands down, no pun intended, the most beautiful wintry scent. I absolutely love this. This scent is just very smooth. Spicy, but sweet and soft and fluffy because of the marshmallow. So I would say once there's a sale, I mean, I know this is like towards the end of the year, but with Bath & Body Works, they like to move fast. So in the summer, we're doing Halloween, and then in the fall, we're doing Christmas. So once this pops up, I'm definitely gonna stock up because I only have one. That was a big mistake on my part. We also finished Strawberry Snowflake, and this one has juicy strawberry, whipped cream, and iced bergamot. A lot of people went crazy over the scent, but it wasn't my favorite. Like, we used it mostly Anthony, because I put it in his bathroom, but he didn't mind it. He actually enjoyed it, but personally, I would not repurchase this one. It's not bad, but it's not great. And this one is Magic in the Air. This is Sparkling Persimmon, White Iris, and Whipped Vanilla Bourbon. This was really nice, but I don't know. This is also another one that I would not repurchase. Like, I didn't mind using it, but I'm not gonna lie, I did regret buying it. However, we still used it because in this household, we try not to have anything go to waste. So definitely would not repurchase Magic in the Air. This one is 'Tis the Season, and it's red apple, ground cinnamon, and clove. This is another one that I'm definitely not going to buy next year because it was just very, I don't know, it's like gummy. It smells like bubble gum, but also citrusy, like spicy. It's just a weird combination that I'm not the biggest fan of. So 'Tis the Season will not be our season. This is one that I am obsessed with and have fallen in love, and this one is cookie butter truffle, and it has cookie butter, whipped cream, and vanilla extract. I, again, with this one and the Perfect Christmas, made the mistake of not buying backups. Once this was done, it was a sad, sad day because this is just sweet. It's like a sugar cookie. It's like you're baking, and it's just a very nice, warm, sugared, fluffy scent. Very sweet, very gourmand, so I really, really liked this one. Lastly, the one we finished was champagne apple and honey. This is crisp apple, sparkling champagne, and jasmine honey. This was in Anthony's bathroom. He flies through soap, and the reason that even though this is a fall scent, the reason I put it in his bathroom was because he loves the apple scent. Like everything and anything that has apple, I've noticed that he really tends to comment on how he enjoys those scents. So we have a couple of these apple and honey ones, so I'm just gonna slowly trickle those in here and there, but this is one that we really, really enjoy. Breathe Deep, lavender eucalyptus and lavender. So they weren't getting used very much, but once Anthony started using it, it's almost like when you see someone using something, even though you know you're like, I don't really like that, but they're using it, so it must be really good. So then you like trick yourself into liking something that you initially didn't like before. That's what happened with this body wash. Once Anthony started using it and I started to see the dent going down, it was almost like I had FOMO. So I was like, well, let me try it. Let me give it a second chance because maybe I like it. And yeah, I ended up liking it. This was really nice on those nights where I wasn't sick necessarily, but I was feeling either like stuffy or I had a headache or just, you know, I had a very long, stressful day. This was really nice to use in the shower because of the eucalyptus and the lavender. Opens your airway, but because of the lavender, it also makes me very zenned out and ready to go to bed, if that makes sense. So this, I would highly recommend. Then we finished Vanilla Bean Noel, and I mean, I don't need to talk too much about this one. I'm sure you've seen it. They bring it back every year, so we finished this one. Then we also finished another of my favorites, and this is You're the One. This one was mine and Anthony's favorite, but we literally finished this in like 2 weeks because we were both using the same little bottle container. I like to keep about 3 or 6 of these in the shower so that we can rotate, because we both shower twice a day, so we do go through it quite quickly. So I like to just have, you know, variation. This is beautiful. The scent notes are white birch, velvety rose, and a drop of strawberry nectar. This is like a mature, sophisticated, youthful, vibrant scent. This is not necessarily just for women. This is probably one of the ones that I get the most compliments on. So this, they still sell it. So if you're looking for a super nice unisex, little bit more leaning feminine from Bath & Body Works, get this one. We also finished a Cozy Vanilla Bourbon. It is amazing if you enjoy a very boozy, soft, sugary scent. Then we finished 2 of the travel size ones in Vanilla Bean Noel and Mahogany Teakwood, I believe. Yeah, these are teeny tiny, and the reason that I have these is because whenever we travel anywhere, this is what I like to take with us. And the nice thing about these 2 is you don't have to buy like a bunch of little tiny ones. What I would suggest is to buy one, use it up, and you can peel off the little sticker and then just refill them with your other body washes. So these are not going in the trash. I'm gonna keep the 2 little containers and then just keep reusing them, but we did use these up. Then I also finished another Dove soap. These are like $1.50 at Family Dollar, Walmart, or just anywhere that you can get your hands on. I absolutely love these. I've made a previous video stating how I like to use this one, so I can either link it at the end of this video or just link it down below so that you guys can go watch it. And then 2 more minis that I finished are Emily in Paris, Champagne in Paris, and Vanilla Bean Noel. I completely used these up. Again, I use these when we go traveling. These are really hard to refill, so I'm not even gonna mess with that. But these are just some that I have been able to use up. I did manage to finish the Lavender Luxe in the mini size. This is from the Emily in Paris line. So I was a little bit sad to finish this up, but I do have the full size backup of this. that I just started using. So hopefully they don't discontinue this, which I'm pretty sure they will, but I just hope they bring the scent back in a different collection. This is a really nice lavender, and I'm not the biggest fan of lavender, but the way that this one is done in a very sweet and sugary way is how I like my lavenders. Then I also finished this hair oil. This is like $5 or $6. I get it from Walmart. If you've ever used the Verb hair oil, which is like $20, I think it's more now because inflation. This one I find to perform just as good as the higher end. I can tell when I don't use this, and the reason I say that is because I tested it out. I applied nothing to my hair and I just let it air dry, and it was very frizzy, very spongy. It's not that it was dry, but it was just definitely very like coarse feeling. And on another time, once I was out of the shower, I applied this mostly towards the ends, and then whatever's left over, I work my way up, but never like in the root area because I tend to get oily there sometimes. So there's no need for oils up here. It's mostly towards the ends and then like working my way up. And I could tell a difference. It's like it gives my hair shine, smooth, frizz control. And I don't want to say that it makes it thin or feel thin, but because it makes it feel so soft and silky, it doesn't make my hair feel thick and heavy. I have really enjoyed this, and I am glad that it is very inexpensive. I also finished a little container of Vaseline. This I was using on my lips, and this was prior to me finding a very nourishing lip balm that I now use from Bath & Body Works. But nonetheless, if you want something that is super nourishing and just no mess, no fuss, get Vaseline for your lips. This is like $1. They even have a smaller travel size that it's a cute tiny little thing, which I also finished one of those. But I would recommend Vaseline if you just want something that works that is very inexpensive. Then I finished 2 eyebrow products. This one is the waterproof one from e.l.f. in the shade Taupe, and then also the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil from e.l.f. This is very thin, so it's very nice if you want to mimic hair-like strokes. But this one, it's more, obviously I can't show you because there's nothing in there, but this is just like a thicker bullet at the end. So this is kind of, I would recommend this for someone who doesn't need a lot of precision and needs more of just like a quick one and done. Whereas this one, I feel like you have to be a little bit more precise, hence the name. But nonetheless, I really enjoy these, and I absolutely love the colors. I used to use neutral brown, but it was very dark for my eyebrows. So then I started using taupe, and it is perfect. It's not like the type of taupe where it has a very yellow undertone. It's like a neutral taupe. So if you find that the cool brown and the neutral brown are too dark for your eyebrows and you have darker hair kind of like I do, go ahead and try the taupe and let me know if it works. Okay, and then lastly, I have 5 candles that we used up. The first one is another vanilla bean Noel. I had a couple of these, and this is the last one. So we finished this one completely, as well as Book Loft. I would repurchase the vanilla bean Noel. This one I'm gonna have to pass because there are other candle scents that I like more, but it wasn't bad. It's very masculine, kind of like its name. It's like a Book Loft. So we finished this one. We also finished the Macaron Cloud in the Emily in Paris line. This is very sweet. If you wanted like a cotton candy marshmallow cloud, this was the candle. And this is one of my all-time favorites. This is Paris Cafe. This is straight up coffee. Like if you want to smell like a cup of coffee, this is the candle. During the candle sale, this is definitely one that I'm gonna have to pick up again because I love the smell of coffee. So this is another one that we're definitely gonna have to get a backup of. And lastly, this poor candle that has definitely seen better days is another one that we finished all the way. I mean, that's like, you know, like the very bottom to where you can't even burn it anymore. And the reason this looks like this is because Anthony and Bruno were playing in our bedroom and they knocked it over. Thank goodness it was not lit. They knocked it over and broke it, and if you know me, then you know I wasn't gonna let a good candle go to waste. So I lit it, but I was definitely always sure to be around because it was cracked. So the plastic part slowly started to melt down. Because the glass was still high enough, I wasn't too scared to light it and finish it completely. But I would not advise you to use up a candle if it looks this bad. That is it for all of these empties. As you can see, they were starting to pile up. We had so many that I started feeling like I was just hoarding trash. So I'm glad that I can recycle these, get rid of them, and start using some of our other stuff. And this is kind of like a project pan because these are the ones that I try to consistently use so that I could completely use them up like in their entirety. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye!